broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' work it out and move mountains. We gon' work it out. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. Bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, but we will rise. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise, rise.
Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for coming to this year's Founders Day and Old Main Society celebration. First of all, I'd like to thank Corey Evans and the USU Chamber Singers from the Kane College of the Arts for opening our program. I hope you enjoyed seeing scenes of Cache Valley and hearing these wonderful singers. I'm pleased you've joined us as we celebrate the 133rd anniversary of the founding of this wonderful institution and the 53rd annual recognition of our Old Main Society members. While we miss the opportunity to have a live event and the opportunity to see our USU friends in person, I appreciate that we are still able to connect and reach our Aggies near and far. I'm honored to welcome and acknowledge several individuals and groups. First, USU administrators who serve in many important ways. This year's Old Main Society and Founders Day honorees, representatives of the USU Board of Trustees, members of the USU Foundation Board and the Alumni Association Advisory Board, the Planned Giving Advisory Board, and members of the Old Main Society and the Sagebrush Society. This year's theme is Aggie Strong. Throughout this past year, we have all been challenged to adapt, grow, and lean into uncertainty. We found new ways to work, to learn, and to be present in each other's lives. And through it all, from your dedicated service and your unwavering support, I have seen a tremendous outpouring of generosity from our Aggie family. Tonight, we will recognize and honor our outstanding alumni, donors, students, faculty, staff, and friends who have persevered and created opportunity from uncertainty. We hope this will be an evening of inspiration as we showcase those who exemplify Utah State's mission of service through learning, discovery, and engagement. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy as we share just a few of the many stories that celebrate the spirit and resiliency of being Aggie Strong.
When the pandemic hit, I started 2 research projects that were related on COVID-19. The biggest finding I think we found was that mental health was affecting students during the pandemic, and it was affecting their grades. The more mental health distress that they had, the bigger the decrease in their grade was. I did research on Capitol Hill, and I was one of the only students who got to go in person and talk to a lot of senators with Neil Abercrombie. When the pandemic happened, all the schools shut down, and there's many students who live out of state. Those students couldn't get access to virtual online counseling because it's not legal for counselors to give counseling out of their state licensure. I felt like the legislators got the message, and they know that there's a problem that they could solve and that they want to start working on.
The Hunger Solution Institute is a program that helps communities, people on campus, and people throughout the state to be able to have food security. Food insecurity is just not knowing where your next meal will come from, not knowing if you're going to have enough food to feed your families. Right now, there's a 300% increase in Utah for food security, and nationwide it is out there as well. In this last year, we've had 10 large miracle projects. We have reached 21,331 families. And that's just through the events, because the pantry's being stocked, that's a whole lot more families that are being served as well. The unique thing about this project is that the food is the highest quality of food that you could possibly get. You know, it's not cookies and cakes, it's farm fresh food. USU Extension and Create Better Health really worked hard at providing recipes and ways to prepare that food so even kids could make it, so we were really trying to make sure that the food is used. My favorite part is watching as the families come through. It's really quite emotional. We never ask any questions, why are you here? You need to sign a list or any of that. We just have them come through. A lot of people start crying and say stuff like, this is my first time to one of these events. I've never had to do this, and I heard about it. And you hear them say, wow, that is so much food that we were able to go home with. Thank you. We didn't know where our next meal would come from. And it's just so rewarding. It's also rewarding to watch the massive amounts of food there be distributed and the volunteers helping. It's just awesome.
Hello. I'm Matt White, Vice President for Advancement and President of the USU Foundation Board, and I'm honored to be here with you tonight. Thank you, President Cockett, for your wonderful opening remarks. I'm inspired by everything this institution has been able to accomplish this year. Utah State University is truly home to a pioneering spirit that allows us to create so much opportunity from even the most trying of times. I would like to acknowledge the Old Main Society members who create a high standard of excellence for Utah State. You are the epitome of Aggie Strong through your service, generosity, and dedication. Many students would not be able to have the life-changing experiences they enjoy on our campuses. We would not have our outstanding facilities. We would not be enjoying the success in our athletic programs without your support. Thank you, Old Main Society members. This year, we are bringing in 101 new inductees into the Old Main Society. In addition, we're honoring 95 Old Main Society members who have advanced in their levels through their continued and very generous giving. Again, thank you to all who contribute to USU through your philanthropic support. We would simply not be where we are without you. USU is involved in many exciting things, and the excellence of many programs depends on the private support of our donors. We would like to highlight one of these tonight, along with the donors who, through their passion and commitment, made this very impactful program possible. This year's Spirit of Old Main Award goes to our cherished friends, Mind, Body, and Bridging developers, Stan and Carolyn Block. For their incredible dedication, their significant gifts have created and grown the iSystem Institute for Transdisciplinary Studies, a public service to USU students and to the larger communities through outreach of education, training, and research. Later in the program, you'll have the opportunity to join Stan and Carolyn live during their breakout session. But now, let's meet them and learn more about the research and teaching of the mind-body bridging therapy techniques that are especially relevant during these challenging times.
And I'm a physician with 55 years of practice of medicine. Carolyn and I developed these techniques of mind-body bridging, and this is the beginning of the iSystem Institute.
Mind-body bridging, it encompasses everyday life and how to bring the best of oneself to living that life. So of course it's going to be there for a person that wants the best from themselves.
We felt that the proper home is Utah State University. There's certain an openness. The administrators that we talked to were not only to listen about the techniques, that they were able to do the exercises. They were able to learn that there was an openness and a strength there that we experienced in our visits, and also to be able to have the same mission, that the mission of Utah State University is to help the citizens of Utah and also help people in the whole globe. Well, the name iSystem Institute for Transcendental Studies, this means that the iSystem model can be used in archaeology, can be used in physics, can be used in artificial intelligence, can be used to analyze literature. The whole aspect of the future, it's unlimited. I think it's just a matter of developing a solid research base, which Derek and his department is doing. So as far as the future, I think there is unlimited for the iSystem Institute.
Mind-body bridging is a new frontier, and the university, they feel that and they want to be a part of it, and we're so grateful. We believe in the strength and resilience of Aggie Strong, and we're honored to be accepted by Aggies.
Hello, I'm Laurel Cannon-Alder. I'm a proud graduate of Utah State, and I'm president of the USU Alumni Advisory Board. I would like to offer my thanks to Stan and Carolyn Block for your generous donations towards research and teaching of these cutting-edge mind and body therapeutic techniques. It is truly a remarkable program. Now I'm excited and honored to shine a spotlight on some very special alumni. The Distinguished Alumni Award is among the highest awards given by the university, and I'm pleased to present 2 of these this year. For their exemplary civic service, professional accomplishments, and philanthropy, please allow me to introduce Distinguished Alumni awardees Sam and Kacie Malouf. Sam and Kacie Malouf met while attending Utah State University. Today their company, aptly named Malouf, designs, manufactures, and distributes a wide range of innovative bedding products available on more than 50 online channels, in more than 15,000 retail locations across the United States, and at a growing number of international specialty sleep stores in more than 30 countries. And I bought 2 pillows for my own bed this year. I'm very proud of that. Malouf focuses on being socially and environmentally responsible, as seen in their investment in solar energy and eco-friendly products. They also have on-staff charity managers who help oversee the many charitable initiatives that Malouf participates in. Plus, Malouf donates a portion of proceeds from product purchases to the Malouf Foundation to end child sexual exploitation. Malouf has always prioritized the happiness of their employees through a unique company culture. In fact, Glassdoor, one of the world's largest job and recruiting sites, ranked Malouf number 5 in its 2021 Best Places to Work list. I'm honored to introduce Distinguished Alumni awardees Sam and Kacie Malouf.
We have 5 kids, so one of the things I always like to tell them is just like, you know, you can be as successful and have all the money in the world, but if you're not doing good and, you know, contributing to the greater good of the world, then you're really not very successful, because that's really the most important part of being successful.
We certified as a B Corp in 2018, a few years ago. So B Corps exist to not only focus on the profits and the business, but also on the people and on protecting our planet as well. It's interesting to see employees, across the whole company, they have that in their back pocket. They're like, hey, we're a B Corp. We need to think about these things. And so, but that's also something I think that ties everybody together and helps us all feel like, we're working towards something better. Even though we're not there yet, we're headed that direction.
We love Utah State. We hire a lot of Aggies. We really feel like Utah State, produces great graduates who are prepared to go out in the world and take on a career and really work hard and do their best. And we feel like that's been a lot of the part of our success is they want to work, they want to just continue to push forward and expand. And we've expanded a lot in the last year. And even with everything going on in the world, like the culture here and the people here and our employees just drive it forward and want to keep going, even though, it's been a tough year.
There's a lot of good things to do, but I think protecting children, especially from sexual abuse, is maybe the best thing that we could spend our time and our resources.
The last few years, we've really focused our efforts on that. Our new On Watch training, which is training designed to help you recognize and then report the signs of human trafficking around you, because there's a lot of that goes on around in our community and we just don't know. We are in the process of creating the first aftercare facility for minor survivors of sex trafficking in Utah. So that's what we're trying to do at the foundation. It's kind of in this infancy stage, and we really want to grow it like we've grown our business, and we have plans to do that. We're really excited about that.
Thank you, Sam and Kacie, for your philanthropy and your service to the community. Our next distinguished alumna is Charisse Bremond Weaver. In addition to her many awards, in 2009, Charisse received our Young Alumnus of the Year award. Charisse is the president and CEO of the Brotherhood Crusade, a nonprofit organization founded by her late father, Walter Bremond. The Brotherhood Crusade is an LA-based community service and development organization that helps individuals overcome and remove the barriers that deter their pursuit of success in life and facilitate opportunities for a better quality of life. Ongoing support services include economic development assistance, health and wellness services, financial literacy and education programs for underserved communities. Brotherhood Crusade has become a model of collaboration and resource leveraging thanks to Charisse's unique ability to bring quality people and necessary resources together for a common cause. She is an inspiration and champion in her work towards equality for all. I'm honored to introduce Distinguished Alumna Awardee Charisse Bremond Weaver.
My experience being a student at Utah State University as an athlete, but really as a student, was one of the best experiences of my life. I remember just the love of the campus and the people. The biggest achievement for me really is being the first woman president and CEO of the Los Angeles Brotherhood Crusade. When I took over, we had 7 employees, and today we have 46 full-time employees. We had $1 million budget to now almost a $9 million budget. You're working with young people. You're touching thousands of people in the community. When people support you, when they are funding you, when they are entrusting you with their children to make a difference, it doesn't get any better. I knew that if I could touch a third of the people that my father touched, my life would matter. We need to provide the care and love for our students like they're our own children. And that's how our philosophy is. It's like, what would you do if this was your child? You would fight, you would advocate, you would go the distance to ensure that they had the resources that they need to excel. Resilience is being able to adapt. Resilience is understanding that our community is faced with trauma for centuries. If you're not learning as a leader, then you're failing. If you're not coaching other team members up, you're failing. And so it is a direct correlation of how I started in college at Utah State.
Thank you, Charisse, for everything that you've done in your community and for the impact that you've made on so many lives. We are honored that you are a member of our Aggie family. If you'd like to learn more about our distinguished alumni awardees Sam and Kacie Malouf and Charisse Bremond Weaver, please join us during our live breakout sessions later in the program. We are so proud of our Aggie community, and we are extremely proud of our outstanding students who have exemplified Aggie Strong every day. They have risen above the challenges, making opportunities out of adversity, and benefited the entire Aggie family. As another shining example, once again, please enjoy the USU Chamber Singers under the direction of Dr. Corey Evans.
Pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. It's the song.
For a better better day. There are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. It's a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more.
Many days you have lingered all around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more.
Oh, hard times come again no more.
It's a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times
come again no more.
Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Ooh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more. Come again no more.
Oh, come again no more.
Come again no more.
Thank you to our USU Chamber Singers for that wonderful and very inspiring performance. And speaking of inspiring performances, I'd like to share with you some great news about our Student Emergency Hardship Fund. We began concentrating our efforts on raising money for that fund last spring, and I'm happy to report 614 students have received financial aid and a total of $310,000 has been given out so far. The fund, which is financed primarily by university donors, provide grants to students who have encountered circumstances that otherwise would cause them to drop out of school. The Hardship Fund supports student expenses such as monthly rent and unexpected medical expenses that are not normally covered by scholarships. This has really been the Aggie family coming together and taking care of our students and providing critical and profound support for them. I think there is no better way of understanding the powerful impact of the Emergency Hardship Fund than hearing directly from a few of those students who have been assisted by these grants.
So the pandemic affected my life. It was really fun in the beginning, but later on my husband lost his job.
I live with about 9 other individuals, so it's been difficult keeping up with like payments and stuff.
I work in the food industry as a server, and when the pandemic hit, it shut us down for 2 months, and I went from making the amount of money to nothing.
This fund really allowed me to keep on my track to graduation, but also it helped my husband have time to really find a job that he loves, which has been a huge help to us long term.
Using it towards our bills, our electricity, our water, whatever necessary materials we need.
It was really just awesome because it helped me pay for 2 months of rent, where all my other money was able to go towards my car payment and food and just groceries and trying to get by.
If I was to meet one of the donors and talk to them in person, I would just say thank you. Your donation not only meant a lot to me, but it also really helped my husband.
And I'm very thankful that they're generous enough to give that to someone that's in need, especially throughout the pandemic.
thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I really don't think that's enough, but because of your gracious act, it really changed my life personally, and I'll never forget that moment.
You can see how the Hardship Fund is making an incredible difference for these students and hundreds more like them. Thank you to all who have given to the Student Emergency Hardship Fund, especially over this past year. I hope you have been inspired by the ways our Utah State family has remained Aggie strong. Now we have something very special for you. We would like to give you an opportunity to learn more about some of the exciting programs and people we've highlighted tonight and other examples of Aggie Strong during our live breakout sessions. There are 4 20-minute sessions to choose from. Recordings will be posted afterwards in case you want to review any session you miss. At the conclusion, we will come back together for a special presentation of the Scotsman and our tradition of lighting the A blue. We'll see you in about 20 minutes. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your breakout room discussion. As you learned, we have risen to challenges and remained Aggie strong this year. This program and the breakout rooms will be available to view again on our website. I am personally grateful for your partnership with USU. With all we've accomplished during one of the most challenging years, just imagine the difference we will make together in the years to come. Traditionally, at the conclusion of this event, we light the A blue at the top of Old Main, which we will do. But since you can't be here to see it this year, you received a luminary and tea light that you can use to light the A blue right in your own homes. Please join me in lighting your A blue and enjoy the Utah State University Scotsman Pipe and Drum Corps' rendition of the Scotsman as they close out our Founders Day and Old Main Society celebration. Thank you so much for joining us.